Hi and welcome everyone to another video on this channel. Today I'm gonna show you how my team performed in GW27 and also I'm gonna show you my plans and strategies for GW28. So make sure you stay here. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, this is how my team performed in GW27. Now I use my fleet in GW27, so yeah, maybe you can say that the outcome of this fleet wasn't great, but still I think that it was the best decision for my personal team at least, because I had 6 players from Arsenal and Liverpool who blanked, so my actual team scored something like 10 points, and as you can see from the screen, with this free team in gaming 27 I scored 58 points, so I'm really happy with my decision. I got a small green arrow, but it's still a green arrow, from 26k to 23k, and I'm really happy with my overall rank at this stage of the season. Now let's talk a little bit about Burnley. It didn't really work out to triple up on Burnley. The captain was Weghorst, just 6 points. Ben Mee got injured, he didn't play 60 minutes in the second game, but they are still Burnley. They are not the best team in the Premier League, obviously, so we knew the risk. I took the risk and it didn't really work out. Burnley was the only team which doubled in gaming 27, so I'll do it all over again 100%. Now as you can see, Cancelo with 9 points. He was a little bit lucky to not concede. Everton should have got a penalty against City. Now we don't know if they would have scored that penalty, but still 9 points, really happy. Everybody owns Cancelo, so it doesn't really matter for me. Bednarek scored 6 points, so he got a clean sheet against Norwich. Really happy with him. Obviously he was the hero of this gaming for me. I think he helped my rank a lot. Now in midfield I have Mahrez, Fernandes, Son and Sterling, and yes, we knew the risk with Man City midfielders. Mahrez was benched, didn't expect it to be Mahrez, but still he got just 1 point. He came in just for 20 minutes. It is what it is. I knew the risk before, I took the risk. It didn't really work out. Maybe a little bit unlucky for Man City to not score more goals against Everton, but yeah, Everton played really good in that game and maybe they should have a draw, but still Son, really happy with him. He got a goal, 9 points, really happy. Fernandes with just 3 points. So Fernandes was my big disappointment, because Fernandes should have scored a hat-trick in the first 20 minutes I think against Leeds, but it didn't really work out. So I think that I was really unlucky with Fernandes, and I think that he was the best decision for me to have Fernandes in my team instead of Jadon Sancho, because obviously he was benched, but still in attack I had Broja. He blanked. He's just a cheap forward, so we can't really expect Broja to score a hat-trick every game, right? So things like that can happen. Kane, he got 3 bonus points, I think 11 points, so really happy with my Spurs boys, Son and Kane. Now Weghorst, yeah, I talked about him. He scored just 6 points. He also got a yellow card, I think, so yeah, it didn't really work out. Now obviously my bench was amazing. Amartey with 8 points, Johnson with 6 points and Gilmore with 2 points. Now yeah, it is what it is. I didn't really expect any of those to came in. I knew before that all of my players, my first 11 players, are gonna play at least some minutes, and it was the case, so not really sad about my bench because I didn't expect them to play. So right now let's see how my team is gonna look for gaming 28. Okay guys, so now let's see how my team is looking at the moment for gaming 28. Now firstly I'm gonna show you my team without making any transfers, and after that I'm gonna show you my transfer plans for this gaming, because I'm planning to do at least a -4 for this gaming. So yeah, at the moment in my goal is Ramsdale. He's gonna play against Watford away. The same goes for Tierney. Really happy with my Watford boys. I'm hoping for a clean sheet against a really weak side, Watford. They are not really scoring so many goals, so yeah, hoping they are gonna keep a clean sheet. Now with Cancelo, he's gonna play against Man United at home. So Cancelo is a player I'm really tempted to sell, because we know that Chelsea are gonna have a double gaming in gaming 28 against Norwich and Burnley. Now also I can sell Cancelo to a Wolverhampton player, because as you can see I have 0 minutes in the bank, so the only way to buy a Wolverhampton defender or a Chelsea defender is to sell someone like Cancelo, because I'm not willing to sell Van Dijk, honestly. He's gonna have a double gaming also next gaming, so I'm not gonna sell Van Dijk at the moment at least. Now Trent, he picks himself, so he's gonna be in my team. Obviously he's the best defender in FPL, maybe alongside Cancelo. Nothing to say about that. Now let's see the midfield. Van Dijk, also really happy with Van Dijk. Obviously I would prefer to have Robertson in my team instead of Van Dijk, but still he's a great player. I'm gonna still keep him for the next few weeks, and after that I'm gonna decide if I want to keep him anymore. Now in midfield we have Rafinha, Saka, Salah and Foden. As you can see, Saka, another Arsenal player, really happy with him. They are gonna double also in Game Week 29, and also they are gonna play in Game Week 30, which is a big plus for me. That's how I set up my team with that -16. 2 game weeks ago. Now Salah obviously is gonna play. Foden is another player I want to get rid of. I really like Foden. I think that he's the best midfielder from City if you want one long term. But the thing is, I forgot to talk about City when talking about Cancelo. So he's gonna play against Man United away. Why I think that it could be a great decision to sell Cancelo. Personally, I have my wildcard, so I'm not really worried about Cancelo because I can sell him. He's gonna play against Man United at home, so it's not a great fixture. I know that United are not amazing at the moment, but they can definitely score against City, so I can see that Everton should have scored against City, so I think that Man United can totally score against City. And the thing with City, they also are gonna blank in game week 30, so Cancelo is gonna play just 2 games in the next 3, and one of them is gonna be against Man United, which is not great. So that's why I think that Cancelo, Foden are targets to sell for me at the moment and buy some double gaming players. And also with my wildcard later, I can bring in Cancelo anytime I want. Now with Rafinha, at the moment he is my captain, as you can see. Now if we see all of my team, I have Jimenez and King, so I have just 3 players who are gonna double at the moment, and King obviously is not a great one. He's gonna play against Arsenal and Wolverhampton, so these fixtures are just horrible from an attacking perspective, and also Watford are really bad at attacking, so that's not great for King. But still, probably I'm gonna keep him. I'm not just gonna sell him for another double gaming player. I don't think that's worth it. And yeah, the captaincy is between Jimenez and Rafinha for me. If I'm not gonna bring in other double gaming players like Rudiger, Coutinho, but still at the moment I think that Rafinha is the best one. Now with Jimenez, the fixtures are great. 2 fixtures at home against Crystal Palace and Watford. I really think that he could be a great captaincy option, but his underlying statistics were not great this season, and yeah, he wasn't playing, he was on the bench in the last game week. Now I don't know if that was a rest or maybe he lost his place. I still think that he's gonna play almost all the games this season, but I don't think that I want to take the risk with him with the captaincy, so that's why my captain is Rafinha. I think that he's gonna play 90 minutes pretty much every game week. They have a new manager, so who knows, maybe they are gonna play better, maybe they are gonna play worse, but still the fixtures are not bad. Leicester is not a bad fixture from an attacking perspective, and also Aston Villa. I think that the last game Aston Villa Leeds was 3-3. Now yeah, I think that Rafinha is a decent captaincy option. Now obviously Salah could be another decent captaincy option, but usually I like to captain a double gaming player, and I just think that in this game week so many people are gonna captain different captains, so if you're not gonna captain Salah, you're not gonna get punished a lot. So that's why I think that in this game week, if you want to go different, you can. Now on my bench I have Lloris, DCL, Bowen and Dalot. Bowen and Dalot are gonna be on my bench 100%. They're gonna play against Liverpool and City, the worst fixtures you can get in world football at the moment. And also DCL, I'm not sure if he's gonna be fit for this gaming, so probably he's gonna be on my bench. Now I have a possibility to sell Dominic Calvert-Lewin, but we're gonna talk a little bit about that in a minute. But yeah, this is how my team is looking at the moment for Gaming 28 without making any transfers. As you can see, Cancelo, Foden, DCL are my targets to sell at the moment. Now I have 1 free transfer, so let's see what I can do for Gaming 28. Okay guys, so as you can see from this screen, this is how my team is lining at the moment for Gaming 28 without making any transfer. Now what I can do, I can bring in a Wolverhampton defender instead of Dalot, because Dalot is not a player I really want long term, and I can buy someone like Coutinho instead of Foden. But what's the problem with this strategy is then I'm not gonna have enough money to buy someone like Son or Kane next game week when they are gonna double, and we just know right now, because Spurs lost to Middlesbrough, West Ham lost to Southampton, so Spurs West Ham is gonna be played in game week 30, so that's why I really think that Son or Kane could be a really nice alternative from the next game week at least. Now what I can do, and I talked before, so if I want to sell Cancelo, I can buy someone like Saiss, someone like Cody, it doesn't really matter, so a Wolverhampton defender, or I can buy Rudiger. But I just think that with Saiss, the fixtures are great for Wolverhampton. They are a really good defensive side. I know that Chelsea are also good defensive side, but Crystal Palace at home, Watford at home, and what you get if you buy a Wolverhampton player, you get also fixture in game week 30. So that's why I think that for my team at least, I think that I'm gonna buy a Wolverhampton player instead of going for Rudiger, because also if I'm gonna buy Rudiger, then again I'm not gonna have enough money to buy Son and Kane, because one of the worst decisions I made this season was to buy Lloris. That keeps me a lot of my money on the bench, which is not great, and it didn't really work out for me to have 2 really expensive goalkeepers. I'm not gonna do it again probably. Now I'm gonna sell Cancelo to a Wolverhampton defender, Saiss, Cody, doesn't matter who, and then I'm gonna sell Foden also to Ramsey. And why to Ramsey instead of Coutinho? probably I'm gonna play Ramsey instead of Bone. So this is how my team is gonna look probably for this game week. I'm gonna have 5 double game week players, which I think that is really decent. Now why I'm preferring Ramsey instead of Coutinho, because I want a double game week player for this game week. I want a player who's gonna play in game week 30, and with the fixtures for Aston Villa are really bad in the future, so I don't really want Coutinho to play Coutinho in all of those really bad fixtures. And with Ramsey I can easily have him on my bench, and obviously the reason why I'm picking Ramsey is also he's really cheap and I can afford someone like Kane or Son. Now the problem with Son is I have really good midfielders, so Salah is not gonna go anywhere from my team. Ramsey is gonna play in game week 30, I'm gonna keep him. Saka the same. Bowen also is gonna play in game week 30, so I don't really have a spot for Son in my team. Rafinha also is gonna play in game week 30, so that's why at the moment I'm leaning towards buying Kane next game week. So this is how my team is gonna look for game week 28. Now if we move in game week 29, now it depends. If Calvert-Lewin is gonna be fit, maybe I'm gonna find a way to keep Calvert-Lewin, because he's gonna have a double game week and 2 fixtures at home, which is not great to play against Wolverhampton, but still I think that Dominic Calvert-Lewin could be a good option now if he's gonna be fit. If not, then I'm just gonna sell Calvert-Lewin to someone like Harry Kane, so that way I'm gonna have also double game week player, and I'm gonna have a player who's gonna play in game week 30, which is great. Now if Dominic Calvert-Lewin is gonna be fit and he's gonna play both games, then maybe I can sell someone like Jimenez to Harry Kane, which is not great because both of them are gonna play in game week 30, but this is my plan at the moment. So in game week 29 maybe I'm gonna play Lloris, he's gonna play against United and Brighton, Ramsey against Leicester and Liverpool, so the fixtures are pretty much equal, so it's gonna be a tough decision which goalkeeper to play. But yeah, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 players who are gonna double in game week 29, which is pretty decent. If I want another one I can easily take another hit, but yeah, maybe someone like King, but honestly we don't have any strikers. Maybe someone like Tony, although I don't have enough money to buy him. And now if we move to blank game week 30, we know that we have 4 fixtures at the moment. Now if Everton are gonna lose today in the FA Cup, then Everton are gonna play also against Watford in game week 30. That would be really good for my team because I have King. But yeah, in game week 30 as things stands right now, I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 players who are gonna play in game week 30, which is decent. Probably I'm gonna play Ramsdale instead of Lloris, and if I want to, probably I'm gonna have 1 free transfer, so I'm gonna have another player. And having 10 players who are gonna play in game week 30 without using my free, I think that's pretty decent. So yeah, I'm really happy with my team. That's why I took a -16 2 game weeks ago to set up my team for game week 28, 29 and 30, and after that I'm gonna use my free probably in game week 33. I'm gonna have also wildcard to bring in Cancelo back. I'm gonna use my bench boost in game week 36, and I'm gonna try to get 15 double game week players. So I'm in a really good position from my point of view, and I'm really happy. Now many things can change. Let's see how Everton are gonna do in the FA Cup, but at the moment these are my plans for game week 28. Okay guys, so as you can see from the screen, these are the winners for the best scoring players for game week 26. There is Abhinav Tamang. Thank you so much for participating. He got 61 points, which is amazing. Amazing picks: Ramsdale, Van Dijk, Salah and Kane for game week 26. Congrats on your win. Now Isaac Silverstone again for game week 27. Here it is. Pope, Cancelo, Son, Vegas. I think that he got 26 points or something like that. So yeah, congrats man again for winning this contest for the 3rd time, I think. So again guys, thank you so much for watching, really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like or subscribe to this channel if you're new around here. It would be really helpful for me and I really appreciate it. And also please let me know about your opinions in the comments down below. See you next time.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.